I'm waiting for the link here, Richard.
Because I just can't face leaving the house, so I got him to come round. It's a lovely fit. Double-breasted.
Yes.
Beautifully cut. Beautiful fabric. It looks fabulous on me, I think. And it'll be perfect for the open caskets that I've got planned.
Yeah, no, right. So I was going to ask you what you were going to be using for. So presumably you're buying a suit to go out and not just walk around the house.
No, because it seems with every passing day, it seems inevitable that I will end my life at some point, and I want something nice to wear. So make sure, Nathaniel, I'm going to put a special note on it. Make sure that that's the one that I'm putting, please.
Should we go back to talking about Gary Speed? That was a bit more like that.
I've got to stay indoors, Nathaniel. You don't understand it, do you? I've got to stay indoors. I'm scared that if I go out, I'm going to end up like Michael Barrymore. If I keep mixing with people, I'm going to end up just like Michael Barrymore.
What, Roger Senseless?
Rogering people to death.
Right.
Get arrested for possession of cocaine, drink driving, you name it. That's what I'll turn into.
Well, you've got to take chances in life, Richard. Get yourself out on the streets and let the world do what it can to you.
But I don't want to become like Michael Barrymore.
Well, quite.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Again, it's another symptom of your strange frame of mind that you're thinking that you can't go out of the house because you're going to end up like Michael Barrymore. Why does Michael Barrymore come to mind? Why not, I don't know, Les Dawson or...
Well, dead?
No, not dead, no. Not dead, no. Okay, someone alive. Why not Tom Hanks?
Oh.
Okay, well...
He's successful, I suppose, isn't he? He's well liked.
Yes, he is indeed, yes.
He makes the odd good movie, doesn't he?
The odd one, yes. I'm trying to cheer you up, Richard. I don't think it's working.
Nathaniel, I read the piece that you wrote in The Guardian this week about modern society.
Oh, right.
And
I remember it distinctly.
You remember?
Of course. Clear as mud.
There was an interesting bit in it where you were talking about a friend of yours leading a sedentary lifestyle. You said that you thought that he was putting on weight and that he couldn't sleep properly because he spent all of his time just sitting on the sofa like a slug, just watching TV, doing nothing with his life.
Right, yes.
You were talking about me!
I wasn't talking about you at all.
How dare you, Nathaniel! You were talking about me in the bloody Guardian!
Well, I didn't make any reference to you, though, did I?
Obliquely you did, certainly.
Well, exactly, obliquely.
Well, I knew.
Well, you knew, perhaps, yes, but maybe, reading about yourself without actually using your name, it might have, sparked, oh, hang on, he's actually talking about me, he's using code to try and get through to me in some way, he's thinking about me, he's got good intentions towards me.
You weren't thinking about me, but you were thinking that I was some kind of bloody sofa sloth, lying around like a fucking snail.
I have to make my article palatable for the readers, Richard. They want to, they want to hear me be a bit more slandering, a bit more coarse.
But you talk about other people in future, if you want.
Rest assured that my intentions were strictly honourable.
All right.
I'm sorry for calling.
I'm done really, Nathaniel. I want to hear about your week.
All right.
I can't be bothered to say anything else.
I'd wonder when I was going to get the opportunity. I've been mulling over an offer that I've received, Richard. Have you heard of a chap called Robin Ince?
Comedian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he did a pretty successful 6-episode podcast back in 2008.
Shambles?
That's the one.
Shambles?
That's the one.
Yep.
Outside Josie Long.
That's right.
Well, apparently they're interested in stoking the podcast fires up again. And
all right.
I wanted to know if I wanted to get on board with them.
Well, just yourself or both of us?
Was only my name mentioned.
Right.
They said they were looking for someone with a particularly nasally whine and someone who said a lot.
Yes.
Because I was a natural.
My deal.
Yes, so obviously I'll fit the bill on that score.
Absolutely.
I've told them I'll get back to them. But you know what, after thought and consideration, in all honesty, Richard, I'm not going to accept. It's flattering, of course it is, but
yep.
First and foremost, I'm a loyal sort. And I enjoy sharing an equal footing and limelight with you. Someone as esteemed as yourself.
Well, Well, I mean, a couple of corrections there, Nathaniel.
Right.
Firstly, they're only asking you because they want to ensure that they come across as the superior force on the podcast.
I'm sure you're right.
And secondly, we don't share the limelight here, Nathaniel. You are very much Robin to my Batman.
Right, okay. You think
Let's
so?
be clear about that.
All right, yes. Let's be clear on your opinion.
Okay. You're not a co-presenter
Right.
on this podcast. You're a contributor.
Is this you trying to put me in my place?
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just stating the way it is.
Are you stating the way it is? Oh, you're stating your opinion.
Go on.
Well, I was trying to talk you up, Richard. I'm not just so keen. I want to carry on now. I mean, after we do share everything here on Passive Aggressive Film Reviews, don't we?
It's an open forum.
We have equal amounts of created output. We share all the workload that goes into the production of this each week. Though, I do sometimes get a little bit disgruntled at the fact I have to do all the bloody editing most weeks.
Yeah, well, I mean, the listeners know that this is an utter lie.
What were you trying to say?
Your contribution in terms of effort is firing up Skype and sitting on your arse for an hour and a half.
How dare you? How dare you make that accusation?
You bugger all in terms of the editing. You wouldn't know one end of an audio editing piece of software if you came and beat around the head.
You're getting me really angry, Richard. I'm going to have to move on.
Tell me the name of the software you use.
Sorry?
What's the name of the software that you use to edit it?
I'm not about to give you that.
Come on!
I'm not about to give in to your demands, just because...
You're the one making preposterous claims.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not about to get into this discussion, Richard.
Let his silence, listeners, let his silence speak volumes.
I think that in time we'll be better than the likes of Ince and Long's effort anyway. That's what I wanted to end on. What with their paltry 10,000 subscribers and C-list status. We can debate that, Richard.
6 episodes? Is that all they managed?
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's all they managed. We can do better than that, Richard, you and me, as long as we stick together, eh?
We've already done better than that. This is episode 14.
Episode 14, indeed, yes. So there's longevity, if nothing else.
This, you had it all up together, Nathaniel. This is 2/3 of a day you could spend just sitting and listening to us.
Absolutely.
Waffle on about films.
Absolutely.
And jabbing things up each other's urethras. all manner of other topics.
Yeah. On a similar topic to what you were talking about earlier, Richard, my cockroach is cleared up too.
Oh, good. Good.
Not through any medication or abstinence.
Mm.
It's just become battle hardened, really.
As it's become leathery.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just got, developed its own armour.
You've got calloused skin down the side of your cock.
Yeah, and she doesn't mind that.
I bet she doesn't. Ribbed for her pleasure.
I mean, let's face it, the penis is just a muscle after all, isn't it? And as we all know, muscles become harder and larger with increased use. So
that's not true, is it?
What do you mean it's not true?
The penis doesn't get bigger the more you use it. Otherwise, most blokes would be walking around with like a fucking elephant's trunk hanging out of their pants, wouldn't they?
You speak for yourself.
It doesn't get bigger the more you use it.
Well, the evidence is plainly there. I reckon there's at least half an inch gone on.
You think so? Well, yeah. Get yourself down the local scientific laboratory, get them to test you, because you're a freak of nature.
The actual whys and wherefores of how this has come about, it doesn't really interest me, Richard. I'm just glad with the end result.
Yeah. So are you still with your lovely Sikh partner?
Hindu, get it right, Richard.
Hindu, what's her name?
Anushka.
Yeah.
Yes.
You still with her?
Yes, still with her, still very much happy and in love.
Mm.
It's all going absolutely swimmingly.
Yes.
Still early days, of course. Don't want to get carried away. Don't want to bore you all with our blissful relationship at the moment, but things are jolly happy.
Have you met her family?
Sorry?
Have you met her family?
No, not as yet. No, we're just taking things nice and easy, I'm sure we'll get round to that at some point. And no doubt that'll take quite a while to meet all of her family. They're quite extended.
Mm.
But it's something I look forward to.
What do you think they're going to make of you?
Well, obviously they're going to like me, aren't they? What is there not to like?
But aren't they a very closed bunch, as it were.
I guess, you
Even
judge
in the family,
Well, closed bunch is somewhat of a judgmental term, Richard. It's not. I guess I know where you're coming from, but we have to treat these people as individuals. I'm sure they'll see me, once they've spent 10 minutes in my company, they'll see me for the honourable, decent chap that I am and welcome me in.
It isn't the norm to have an arranged marriage.
Again, I think that's somewhat antiquated.
Is it?
Yes, I'm sure it still takes place. But, that's an old way of doing things. It doesn't take place as often as what you'd imagine.
Oh, well,
I'll keep you all informed, obviously.
Well, as much as I like to berate you on occasion, I'm genuinely pleased that you seem to have found some kind of happiness.
Well, that's nice. I'm waiting for the sarcastic comment to come. But
no sarcasm, Nathaniel. You're a decent egg at times.
And you're completely happy with that? I'm with a woman from a different race. That doesn't bother me at all.
I was a little taken aback to begin with.
Right.
But as long as I don't have to look at it.
Right.
I can cope.
Well, obviously, there's going to come a time, Richard, isn't it? Inevitably, that me and you, we do spend some social time together on occasion. We're going to invite you out for a meal, or come round and we'll cook you a meal. You'll take us up on that offer, won't you?
I will do, Nathaniel, but I will have to insist on no physical affection while I'm there, please.
Oh, absolutely. No, we'll keep ourselves to ourselves. Yes, we won't try and get you.
That's my only stipulation.
All right, that's fair comment.
But yeah, I'd love to. Will there be any meat served?
Would you like meat served?
Well, I wouldn't want you to go out of your way.
No, that's fine. We don't mind. We can cater to you however you whim.
Yeah, I'd like a piece of a bit of meat, please, if I could.
All right, we'll sort that out for you.
A nice sirloin steak.
Sirloin steak. All right, then we'll take that on board and we'll sort it with you.
Thanks. Are we done?
We're done.
Let's move on. Okay, folks, this is the part of the show where we look at Hollywood developments and movie news. Men in Black 3 marketers are employing some innovative strategies with secret posters and cryptic URLs employed to act as teasers. All very clever, folks, but it won't stop the film being utter shit, now will it? Sam Mendes has finally cast the role of Q in the upcoming Bond movie Skyfall, while the role of the madcap inventor has previously been occupied by old bods Desmond Llewellyn and John Cleese. This time round, he'll be played by Thespy type Ben Whishaw, and the young whelp is only 31. Whatever next? A female M? Oh, hang on.
Here's the bad news. Will Ferrell is going to star in a new movie called Dogfight. Here's the good news. So is John Lithgow. Following recent performances in the brilliant TV show Dexter and the equally fabulous Rise of the Planet of the Apes, his involvement may just counter the fact that the other shitface is present as well. Talking of Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Andy Serkis, the man behind the mocap suit, who played our hero Caesar in this year's reimagining, has confirmed that there will be a sequel to what we reckon may just be the film of the year. We're so excited we just let out a little bit of wee. Both of us. At the same time.
Okay, folks, this is the part of the show where we talk about a movie on current release, and this week we're going to talk about Justice. Here's the plot. Will Gerard and his wife are living happily and healthily in New Orleans. Things take a nasty turn when Will's beautiful wife Laura is beaten up and raped. Naturally, he's mortified. Waiting in the hospital, Will is